wanted to talk about some things. One of the things I wanted to talk about was something that I realized just came on my mind. It actually came on my mind last week in the classroom, and I shared it with some of the younger students. And basically, it was about Black Wall Street. And what we learned was Black Wall Street consisted of 600 businesses. So I raised the question, why would anybody want to destroy 600 black businesses? The response was the power of unity and collaboration. So it made me think. It's like, okay, we have a bunch of artists, a bunch of business owners, a bunch of restaurant owners, a bunch of promoters, a bunch of graphic designers. We have so many businesses, so many artists. We have performers that get residual money from their work. We have new artists that have a new crowd. We have artists with a female crowd. We have artists with a hippie crowd. We have it all in the city of New Orleans. And one thing that I saw yesterday with Weavy's situation, and that's crazy because it's Martin Luther King celebration day, right? The whole city and the whole community of New Orleans artists, we walked and we celebrated and we showed up. We had cats come all the way from 985. We had New Yorkers, the Showboys. Shout out my homie Young Carter. Shout out Jazz. I saw people from other areas of Louisiana down here celebrating Weaving. And the one thing that I saw, everybody was unified. Everybody hurting on the inside, but everybody was unified. Everybody was willing to sacrifice. Everybody was willing to lend a helping hand. So when I say Black Wall Street, I noticed that that's a unified collaboration between businesses. There's a loyalty with that. There's a code with that. How did those 600 businesses stay vibrant? They had to work with each other. They had to support each other. So in 2020, I'm going to make more of an effort to support my brothers and sisters in music, their businesses, all of that. Now, we had this problem in New Orleans. A lot of people say New Orleans don't support New Orleans. It's the hardest place to make it out of. The gatekeepers don't support New Orleans and all that other stuff. But it came to me that that's not totally accurate because yesterday New Orleans supported New Orleans. The strength is in numbers. So I think about playlists and brand marketing and all of that, right? And I say, okay, everybody want to be on the top playlist. Everybody want to be on the biggest platform. That's great. The bigger the platform, the bigger the engagement. So you're supposed to be on social media influencers pages. You're supposed to try to get on playlists and all that stuff. But understand this. We have to start realizing the value of our own power. Our own power. So what's our own power? Group economics. See, a lot of people think that it's just restricted to a major playlist like Rap Caviar as far as playlists go. Or it's just restricted to a big platform as far as a blog or a website. But collaborative work means your value and your brand and your audience, my value and my brand and my audience, my business, my store and your store. So what that means? If grocery store around the corner is a black-owned grocery store and they selling red beans and rice and they got my red beans and rice in there, then that's an opportunity for me to get some bread. So I gotta put their product in my store. So I said it just with Black Wall Street on my mind, it made me realize we have to support each other's product and carry each other's product. And that's what's gonna take us to the next level. We don't have to put our careers into the hand of one platform. If I got a playlist, and what made me get my playlist to put together New Orleans 2020 Urban Playlist, I was talking to XL and he said we need to clean up our Spotify and iTunes pages and make it more consolidated with just our music because with all these different artists and all these different songs, some other people's music pop up on your page and it's always underneath your catalog. So I went on Spotify, cleaned up my catalog, dressed up my bio and all of that. And they asked me did I want to make a playlist. I said, well, it's an opportunity for me to make a bigger playlist. I don't want to make a playlist with just my music. Let me put all of New Orleans on here. And don't make it too long, but give a good representation of the city, because that's where my heart at. And that's what I did. And I noticed that when I looked at the sale thing, it said I had like 100 streams on the songs that was on there from me, because I can't see y'all stream. So I said, okay, I had that thing on shuffle play. How many more people had it on shuffle play? I advertised it on Instagram for the link to go back to that playlist. So all of y'all probably got 50, 60 streams, 100 streams just from that one little blast. So that made me think about Black Wall Street. If I put my money in the chicken and watermelon, if I put my money, I can't eat seafood, but if I did eat seafood, I put my money into the seafood trap. If I put my money into misdemeanor business, I put my money in the Kango business. You see what I'm saying? I put my money into a black photographer, a black graphic designer. I buy my beats from Black and Mild, Nayu, S80, KC, Full Pack, KL. If we put our money and circulate it amongst each other, we're gonna be better off. If I want to do a hustle with a show, I need to book New Orleans artists with some other artists. If I could afford to do that and I was booking shows like that, then I need to put some of the brothers and sisters from my city on the show, and we keep the money circulating. We'll get there faster. We gotta bring that group economics together. We can't let the hustle and bustle of being an entertainer, the brand marketing, and all that other stuff make us reserve ourselves and put ourselves on an island and just hustle with our family or our circle. That's cool too. You're supposed to have a focal point. But I'm looking at this. Every business want to get a business going to sell to the world. We could get there faster if we stick together. We stuck together. We sticking together right now. So let's just advance this. I'm going to use this as an example. I'm just speaking on my behalf. I ain't preaching to nobody. I ain't judging nobody. I'm just saying what I'm thinking, what my mind be. I be on that corporate talk. I watch the BDS charts, the hits daily double song revenue charts. I'm in all of that. I'm in the data. And this is me. I'm guilty of it. If I was dating somebody and they want to go to a comedy show, I'm going to get dressed, go with the lady to the comedy show. We're going to spend the money on the big tickets at the Smoothie King Center or wherever. Depending on where it's at, we're going to take a flight. We're going to get a nice hotel. We're going to go get something to eat, get some drink. We're going to have fun. We could do the same thing with our local entertainers. Do that. We could put on a suit, a dress, get fresh, and have a nice night when they do that. They have a concert at the park. We go. We go to Jazz Fest. We go to Essence Fest. We do all of that. We need to have that same energy. And when we do something for the city. Now, a lot of times I don't get to come to the shows because I work in the daytime, and I spend a lot of my time with y'all nieces, nephews, sons, and daughters at the school. However, I got to make a better effort of getting out to support. Now, another way we can support each other, if you got a show and I can't get there, it ain't enough for me to shoot you $10, $15, $20 cash out. If you trying to do something and I can't support that, it's nothing for me to go online and just say, you know what, I'm going to spend 30, 40 on this dude's whole catalog. We got to learn to do group economics. We got to be the CEOs, the new Bobby Marchands, the new MLKs, the new Malcolm X's, the new Assata Shakur's. We got to control our own destiny. Because if Black Wall Street in the 20s could have 600 businesses, we could take the 600 businesses that we have now and we could expand them 600 businesses. See, it's Mardi Gras time. So let me tell you about Mardi Gras. And I'm going to be done with this video. During Mardi Gras time, back in the G, black people couldn't go on Canal Street or St. Charles. An older guy said that integration messed us up economically because when it was segregated, we had to support each other's business or we wasn't going to get the product because we know we couldn't go in those other businesses at all. So Aretha Castle Haley, that's why all the black businesses was. That's the reason why you got second lines in the hood, and the Indians were in the hood because they couldn't go on these big streets. So take that same principle of unity when you were alienated during the civil rights movement, since we are celebrating Dr. King. You know, he had to come up with committees. The Black Panthers were the first group. They were the first group to feed kids cafeteria breakfast and lunch. So I'm saying all this to say that group economics and unity and collaboration among ourselves will help us get to where we want to go. So just think about it and reflect on it. You look online, you look on iTunes, Apple Music, you look at Spotify, they have something called collaborative playlists. What does that mean? That means that people are collaborating and putting different music on playlists. So it made me think about collaboration as businesses, collaborations as artists. We have to support each other's brand, and we have to do it with integrity, with fidelity. We can't just do it for a show. Everybody want a ROI, but we gotta help each other. You know, Tupac said that. It's more us than it is of them. So we gotta handle our business. Come together as a fist and handle our business. That's what Weebie would have wanted. I remember telling Weebie, look, bro, I gotta lift your rump. You know, we about to do this thing. I'm gonna put it in the DJ pool at MP3 Wax. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to try to get it rolling on the radio, this, that, and the third, get it bumping. You know, we gonna blast it. I'm gonna get some articles on it and all this. You know what Weebie told me? Yeah, bro, we need to do Lift Your Rump, Do You campaign. So now that I think about that, that's not him hating on what I'm doing or none of that. That's collaboration, because we doing it together. We trying to go in the same direction. So that's what made us come up with the Bounce Factory. One-stop shop, meaning that if you sample anything from New Orleans, you want a track from anybody from New Orleans, the little name is the Bounce Factory. Everybody independent contractor, but at the end of the day, we New Orleans. And if you mess with anything New Orleans, you're gonna have legal repercussions. That's all it is. It ain't nothing personal, no animosity, no ill will, but we protecting each other. That's it. Everybody not gonna feel this concept. I understand that. Some people gonna keep their circle small. I feel that. But if you wanna get economic growth, you gotta start thinking about expansion. And it's easier for us to expand if we use what we already have, instead of waiting on one video, one documentary, one radio show to bring us to where we are. We can all be a video show. We can all be a radio show. We can all be a documentary on our own platforms, as long as we carry each other's products in all of our stores. Because the key to success is product placement and availability. So if I got all y'all stuff in my store, y'all do the same thing. Put everybody else's stuff in y'all store, and then watch it circulate like Jesus said. So that's what I'm challenging everybody to do. Spread information, support each other, make sure everybody's straight, you know, let people know what's popping. You know, you see something going on, let them know. You know, you see somebody hurting, give them the encouraging word. Spread information like ASCAP and BMI have health insurance. They have wellness programs. Go to your ASCAP or your BMI and see what kind of benefits you have if you don't have health insurance. Some of us, you know, we don't have as much legal understanding as the next man. Open your mouth, talk to different people. We have people in the city that have a little bit more understanding of what's popping with that. We got to work together. And I think 2020 is going to be a phenomenal year, just like 2019 was, just like 2018 was, just like 2017 was. So let's just do this. Let's just bring it together, come together as one, and make this thing pop. Much love.
It's cool with me, love. Look, I'm feel for we be better Google me, love. I deposit the checks, lay it down with the sex. Now you just looking stupid on Instagram with the mess.
Girl, you were the only thing that mattered in my life. Know that I would never leave your side, but I could never keep you satisfied.
She never satisfied.